Hey there, this is Red. It's time for another episode of Red Plays. So no gimmicks this time. We're actually going to play Marvel Champions. And I've got Klaw on the table right now. So we're going to step it up a little bit. We're going to go for Expert Mode Klaw. So I've got my Expert cards in the deck. I think we're ready to roll. I think we just need to look for a minion. So let's see what we find here. Minion number one is, hey, that's a great thing to get out of the way. It's a weapons runner. All right, so we get a PUD minion to start off the game. Now, starting expert mode, still playing the Technova Iron Man deck. I think one of the nice things about starting in expert mode with Klaw is the Immortal Klaw is out there right away, and you kind of deal with it up front. That's a little bit of a bonus, I think, than getting it from flipping from Klaw 1 to Klaw 2. But we'll see how that goes. All right, so what am I looking at here? Ooh, Arc Reactor. Thing we definitely want to get as our first part of our cards. The rest of the stuff is kind of meh. So Helicarrier is all right, but I would really rather have maybe one of my double resources. I think we'll hold on to the Endurance just because we could potentially use that. And let's get 4 other cards. So... ooh, there's Pepper Potts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Ooh. Well, I go ooh, but it doesn't really do me any good because I don't really have a 2-cost protection card out there. All right. So we're definitely getting that Arc Reactor out there. We're going to have to figure out how that goes. First thing I think we're going to do, though, is we're going to do our Futurist with Tony Stark and get 3 cards. Figure out which one we want. We got a super. Ooh, there's a strength. I think we're going with the strength because what I believe we want to do is we want to get Pepper Potts out there. So let's use our. Do we go this route? I think we go this route. Let's do Preemptive Strike and our energy to get Pepper Potts out there. You'll use Pepper Potts to get a double resource, and we'll put our Arc Reactor out there. Let's go ahead and use, we will use our Power of Protection to put our Endurance out there. All right, so what we'd be looking at is if we jump over to Iron Man, we're only going to get 1 card. The upside to that is with our Arc Reactor out there, we could double thwart and get the Immortal Klaw out of the way already. And I'm kind of looking at that like a nice bonus. The other thing is our Endurance right here is going to give us plus 3 hit points. We're going to go from 9, we're going to go up to 12. So let's mark that up. All right. Oh, but the downside to that is I would get a two cards in my hand for the next round, which is pretty rough. I would probably end up going back to Tony Stark after that round, but I think we're going to do that. I think this round we're going to go Iron Man. I may regret this horribly. We're going to thwart for 2, take it off the Immortal Klaw, and then we're going to untap Iron Man, and then we're going to thwart for 2 again and get rid of Immortal Klaw because I want that out of there. All right, we're going to untap. I'm going to draw back up to my hand size, which is going to be a fantastic 1, 2 cards. So Strength and Rocket Boots. Okay. All right, so we're done. We're going to go over to Klaw's turn. So the first thing is, because I got rid of that, there is only 1 threat going on the main scheme. All right, Klaw's going to look over and he's going to come attack Iron Man. And Iron Man's going to take this one. And he's doing 1, and we get 2 cards here. So let's see here. 2 cards says there's a bonus of 2 and a bonus of 1. So he's going to do 4 damage. All right, so we're going to take 4. Ain't nothing but a thing. We're okay. Weapons Runner is going to hit us, and that's going to be a total of 5. So we've taken 5 damage so far. Okay, so that moves through the attack phase, and now we're off and running in the encounter phase. So let's see what we come up with. We come up with, oh, advance. All right, this might be a good point to get that. We'll see. So he schemes for 2. He's going to get a bonus of None. So he's just going to scheme for 2. Actually, that probably worked out about as well as we could have hoped. And it got an advance out of there. Well, yep. Okay. All right, so the villain is done at that point in time, and we're back over to the hero side. So what we're looking at on the hero side is it's kind of lame. Let's see here. We'll use Pepper Potts. Do I use her or do I save her? Because I could use her to get the rocket boots out there, but I might go over to, I'm planning on going over to Tony Stark. Oh, maybe I shouldn't go over to Tony Stark. Because at this point in time, I could get up to 3 cards. Let's go ahead. We'll use Pepper Potts for the power generator source of the top card. So I'm guessing I generate a wild resource. So it's 1 resource. We're going to drop that out there. Rocket Boots. All right. So I think I'm going to hold on to my strength at this point. And we're going to do again, we're going to do 2. And then we'll untap. And then we'll go for 2 again and get the defense network out of there. So ideally, we can work our way into that underground distribution. All right, I'm going to move a little bit of stuff. This isn't going to be tapping ever, so I'll move it over out of the way. It's my hand, and I think we're done at that point in time. So now we're back up to a whopping 3-card hand size. So we've got our strength. There's Nova and some downtime. All right. That looks good with Pepper Potts out there because I can get that strength and double up and get a Nova out there. So winning. All right, so we're over to the villain's turn. We're going to add 1 threat to the main scheme. The villain on this turn is going to attack again. We're going to take it again. He's attacking for 1. We're going to get a bonus of 3. So he's going to do 4 damage to us. All right, so we're going to go from 5 to 9. So I'm going to do this, and we're at 9. And actually, then we're going to take 1 more, so we're going to be at 10. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be Iron Man any longer. I think we're going to have to go heal it up a little bit. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to draw our encounter card. Counter card is going to be Sound Manipulation in hero mode. Take 2 damage, Claw heals 2 damage. All right, so there is no damage for a Claw to heal at this point, but I will take 2 damage, and that ends the game for me. All right, that was a quick game and a bad draw, so I thought I would be able to heal on that turn, and that did not work out. So, oh, no, wait! Rocket Boots! I have +1 hit point. Holy cow, okay. Whew. I should have 13, right? 9, 10, 13. Oh, by the skin of my teeth, I made a buy. All right. So the sound manipulation doesn't kill me. I do get to continue this game. Yes. Okay. So that is the end of the villain's turn because he did the sound manipulation. And we get to continue on. All right. So here's what we're going to do as Iron Man. We are going to de-threat the main scheme for 2. We are going to use our strength. Then we will use Pepper Potts. We will generate a Nova. All right. At that point in time, thinking maybe I should have got my downtime out there. Nope. We'll put a pause on that. All right, so I will untap Iron Man. Nova attacks for 2. He's going to attack and take out the weapons runner. All right. Iron Man's going to flip over to Tony Stark. We're going to do our futurist and look for 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, we got a genius and an energy. Oh, so many great things there. All right. I think we're going to get our genius. Put our genius into play. We are going to use our genius to pay for downtime. Why am I doing this? Because I want to put it on the top of my deck for next turn. All right, now the downtime's out there. I'm going to take a little nap as Tony Stark, and I'm going to recover for 5. So let's just get one of these big 5 pieces off here, and we're up to 7. All right, so at that point, we're done. Going to untap, untap, untap. And as Tony Stark, we're going to draw... What are we going to draw? We're going to draw 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 cards. All right, let's see what we got. We got Luke Cage, Enhanced Awareness, ooh, a Stark Tower, ooh, a helmet, some rocket boots, and Warmachine. All right, I haven't been all that impressed with Warmachine, and maybe if I play Ultron or something like that, Warmachine will really come into play, but he hasn't done me great so far. So I say that, maybe somebody else has got some really great opinions on Warmachine, but hasn't been fantastic for me. So I might pull him out of this deck when I go to customize. Okay, so we're done on the hero side of the board, and we are in alter ego form. So let's see what happens on Klaw's side. So first off, we had 1 threat to the main scheme. Klaw is going to scheme. We will likely flip that one. Let's see what we get. We get none. All right, so we're going to add just 2 to the main scheme. So it goes up to 5. All right, next thing we're going to do is we will draw an encounter card. See what we get. We get Sonic Boom. When revealed, spend blah resources or exhaust each character you control. Okay, we'll go ahead and exhaust the characters that I control. Burp. All right, that is the end of the villain's turn. So we're back to the hero side at this point. Okay, so now we got all sorts of fun things that we can do. We're starting to build up Iron Man stuff. I was hoping to pull off another heal, but I don't think that that's going to happen. With Pepper Potts, I can do a nice get 2 resources. That would help me get maybe like Luke Cage out, or I could drop the Stark Tower. I think that's what we're going to do here. So we're going to use Pepper Potts to get a double resource. We'll use a double resource to put Stark Tower out. All right, we're going to use our rocket boots to play our helmet. We will use Stark Tower to get our rocket boots back. We will use Luke Cage and Warmachine to play Enhanced Awareness and put 3 counters on it. 2, 1. I will then switch over to Iron Man. And now I will use one of my counters, because it's a heroic resource and I'm remembering it this time, to put my rocket boots into play. All right. Which gives me another hit point. So my hit points are going to go up to 12. Right? Let's make sure I got my math here right. So 9, 10. Oh, I'm up to 14. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. All right. Looking good. Way to go, team. All right. So I spent this in order to get a rocket boots out. So I can't go aerial. What I can do is I can untap Iron Man. And then I will thwart for 2. And then I will use my helmet to get rid of 1. All right, so we'll get that back down into a realm of where we feel okay with it. Then we're going to be done and untap lots of things. And we're going to actually get lots of cards, which I like. So we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. That's looking better. That's where we want things to be at. 5 cards. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, and the kids started vacuuming. So I think I'm going to pause this video and come back later after the kids stop vacuuming. All right, we're back. I think the vacuuming is done and we can continue. So where we left off was we just drew all of our cards and we're getting ready for the Klaw's turn. So the Klaw, first off, we need to put a threat on the main scheme. Next thing is the Klaw is going to see Iron Man out there. He's going to come attack Iron Man. So Let's see here. He gets 2 cards, and we get, what is that, 2, 3. So 3 plus 1 is 4. Taking 4 damage. Ooh. That's going to put us up to 11. We need to go back to the healing board here pretty soon. All right. But we made it through. So that's attack. Now we need our encounter card. Encounter card is Radioactive Man. Ooh, okay. Well, I guess the good thing is I can get him as a boost. So he's going to come out there, and I will want to take him out pretty quick because he's got a very annoying ability. All right. So that ends the Klaw's turn. We're back over to our hero side of the board. So the one thing I'm worried about is Iron Man's pretty hurt at this point in time. And Radioactive Man is very annoying. So I could try to zap him out of there with a repulsor blast. But I also have 2 pieces of armor. And it would behoove me to get more armor on there. And I'm getting pretty close to my max armor set. So I think that's what we're going to do is we're going to work on our armor set this round. Okay, so we're going to do 1, 2, 3. We're going to get our Mark V armor out there. We're going to do 1, 2, and we'll put our powered gauntlets out there. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to thwart for 2. Take that off of there. We're going to thwart for another 1. Take that out of there. I think we're going to zap for another 1. And let's hit Radioactive Man with that little tiny gauntlet blast. And then we're going to untap Iron Man. All right, next thing we'll do is we will flip over to Stark mode. Let's do 3 cards and pick 1. Let's take an energy barrier, and we'll drop the other 2. Then we will Stark Tower and get powered gauntlets. It's not going to allow me to play them, but that puts me, I want to make sure I've got those, I think, because I really want to have that energy barrier out there next round. All right, so other things I'm looking at is I need to remember my hit points just went up by 6. So now I should be at 9 plus 6 is 15, 16, 17, plus 3 more, 20 hit points. Holy cow. 20 hit points. That's a lot. But I've already taken 11 damage, so I think we need to rectify that a little bit. Tony's going to take a little bit of a nap here, and we're going to get 5 back. So we're down to 6 damage. And I don't think we have anything else that we want to do this round. So we're going to be done. We're going to untap lots of stuff. And what else are we going to do? We're going to drop to our hand size, which is 6, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. We're up to 6. All right. Okay, now we're going to do some villain stuff. All right, so first thing, 1 threat on the main scheme. Second thing is the Klaw sees Tony Stark out there and is going to scheme. So we're going to get 1 card. He schemes for 2. He's going to get a bonus of 3. So that's enough to pop. Yikes, 3. Wow, 3, that's a lot. All right, so he's going to pop the underground distribution. So underground distribution is going to go away, and we're going to need a encounter or a minion. So let's see what we find for minions. Oop, there's a weapons runner. All right, weapons runner is going to come out. All right, so then the next thing that's going to happen, because that was Klaw's scheme, is Radioactive Man and then Weapon Runner are going to scheme, and we're going to be at 2. Okay. After that, we need an encounter card. So let's see what we get. We get, ooh, Tiger Shark. Okay, so we have all the bad guys coming out now. All right, we've got a huge party. Alrighty there. So that is the end of the villain's turn. We're back over to the hero side of the board. So hero side of the board, we got like the super suit going on. Honey, where's my super suit? I got it on. I'm good to go. What are we gonna do? Let's see here. We can get, well, do we want to do our 3 cards? Let's do our futurist. So we're gonna get 3 cards. And what do we want to take here? Let's take our repulsor blast because, oh, I did that in the wrong order. Let's see here. I draw my 3 cards. That's an interesting thing. If I draw my 3 cards, I think I reshuffle at that point in time. So then do my cards go in the discard pile, I would assume, not in the newly shuffled deck? Because I believe I reshuffle at the time that I draw. I don't know. A small little rule thing to figure out the for sure's on. But we'll assume that I reshuffle what I have. I give the claw an additional encounter card. And then I pick my card and I drop the rest in the discard pile. Right, which says then I use my Stark Tower to get my energy barrier. All right. Where are we at next? I think we're going to Iron Man. All right, so what are we going to do as Iron Man here? We got some things out there that I really don't like. We've got Radioactive Man and Tiger Shark out there. In our hand, we've got a Repulsor Blast that could possibly take care of them. We have Black Widow, which would be nice to get out there. If we can knock them down a couple of pegs, so I could, if I hit them with 2 gauntlets, I could take Tiger Shark out with a Nova Blast, which would be worthwhile. What are other options? Getting a med team out there would be kind of cool. I've almost ran my enhanced awareness out, so having enhanced reflexes out there would be nice. Okay. Wow, so many choices. So I think getting the energy barriers out there is going to be priority. So how do we get our energy barriers out there? This is our 1 card that's going to take us aerial also. So we're going to set that to the side because I think we're going to want to go aerial. That's going to get us more damage. So what do we want to do? If we do that, that's an energy barrier. More vacuuming. All right, so we're back again. And I think the vacuuming is done again. So where we left off at, we're getting ready to do Iron Man stuff. We've done Stark Tower, and we're trying to figure out how to do the actions that we want to do. I think we're going to end up wanting to go airborne. And we can do that with the Avengers Mansion. So I believe what I'm going to do here is I'm going to spend 2, put my powered gauntlets into play, because we want to double our powered gauntlets, right? Actually, I can use my enhanced awareness to go airborne also. Let's use these 2 to get an energy barrier out there. So now we've got 3 on our energy barrier. All right, let's spend 1 and we will go airborne. I want to use, no, we'll hold on to that. We'll spend 1 here and go airborne. So boots are tapped. We're up in the air. As we're up in the air, we're going to do 4 damage to Tiger Shark. So he takes 4. We are going to, it's not going to matter a whole lot. We will use Iron Man to, we're going to hit the Radioactive Man for 1. then we'll untap, and we'll hit the radioactive man again. So he takes a total of 2 more. All right. We will... What else are we going to do here? There's so much craziness going on. So many cards. I think we're going to use the repulsor blast on the radioactive man. Yeah, let's use our helmet. We're aerial, doesn't really matter a whole lot. We're going to take 1 thread off the main scheme. And then we will use Pepper Potts to do a repulsor blast on radioactive man. So we're hitting him for 1, and then we're going to get some bonuses. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, radioactive man is gone. And I really wish I would have hit Klaw with that. But that's 9 damage. Radioactive man's out of there. He's not going to make me discard any cards, which is what I was hoping for. Okay, so we've got lots of stuff. We're going to be done at this point. We're going to untap, untap, untap. Lots of other untapping, and we've untapped many things. Okay, so now we're going to get 1, 2, 3. We're going to get our 7 card hand size max. So let's drop those 7 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow, look at that. All right, Med Team, Supersonic Punch. We've got one of our preemptive strikes, which is cool. All right. Let's go over to Klaw's turn. All right, first part of Klaw's turn. We're going to put a threat on the main scheme, so it's going to go up to 2. Klaw is going to come attack Iron Man. Iron Man's going to take this one, and he's getting 2 cards, and we get a 3 and a 2. I think we need a preemptive strike there. And, well, what do we use? There's so many great things to pay for that preemptive strike. Let's go ahead and use Pepper Potts to pay for the preemptive strike. No, because she can pay for a double resource. But I've got a Supersonic Punch. Okay, we're going to use Med Team to pay for the preemptive strike. All right, so we're going to preemptive strike on the one that does 3. So that means that instead, Klaw's going to take that 3, and I'm only going to take 2. All right. I'm actually going to reflect one of those back to Klaw. So I'm only going to take 1 damage. All right. And Klaw's going to get 1 reflected back at him. So he's going to be down to 14. All right. So that was the Klaw's attack. Tiger Shark wants to attack, but we're going to trigger Energy Barrier. All right, we're going to use Energy Barrier to trigger Nova. So Tiger Shark's going to take 2 damage, which will take Tiger Shark out. All right. Then there is Weapons Runner would come to attack me, but again, we're going to trigger Nova, this time by using Pepper Potts to use our energy there, and we will zap the Weapons Runner. All right. So next up, we've got an encounter card. Let's grab another encounter card and see what we come up with. So encounter card number 1 says, Klaw's Vengeance. Klaw attacks you. If this attack deals damage, place a threat on the main scheme. All right, so Klaw's coming back for me. Uh-oh, Raggy. All right, let's see what we've got. So he's attacking for 1, and he's going to get a bonus of 2, 3. All right, so he's attacking for 3. We're taking that 3, so we're going to go up to 10 damage total. All right. Next up. Oh, got to put a threat on the main scheme. Oop. Okay. Next up, we've got, Advance. Treachery is a happening. So he's going to scheme for 2. He's going to get a bonus of 2. So he's going to scheme for 4. Just made it. Just made it. All right. That's going to put it up to 7. And the Klaw is done. And we're over to the hero side. Whew, that was a close one. All right, so what do we got sitting over here on the hero side? We have a whole lot of resources. and not as much stuff to do. All right. Things that I'm really dang sure we need to do is to get some of that threat out of there. So we are going to double thwart with Iron Man, and we're going to use our helmet. We're going to take 5 threat off of the main scheme. Bop, bop, bop. There we go. That looks better. All right, so next up is what do we want to do? I think we want to go, let's go aerial. Yeah, we're going to go aerial. And then we will, let's see here. We can hit him with the Supersonic Punch. Well, let's see here. Let's do 2, 4. So that's going to knock him down to 10. And then we'll use our, do we want to use our enhanced awareness in order to do that? Yeah, I think so. We're going to use our enhanced awareness to Supersonic Punch the Klaw for 8. That's going to knock him down to 2. And then we'll hit him with Nova. So that's going to take him out, and that's going to make Klaw 3 come out. So Klaw 3 is going to come out here with, he's got a ton of hit points now, right? He's got 22. Right, 10. Where's another? There we go. 22. All right, so he's got 22. I've got some additional mana sitting here. Oh, he gets tough when he comes into play, so that's not too horrible. I like that a lot better than the Immortal Klaw. All right. Then, we have anything else we're going to do? I don't think so, because I don't want him doing a bunch of scheming there. Well, actually, both advances have gone through, but he's got a scheme for 3, and I could pull another 3. That's possible. So I think we're done at this point. Do I want to? We'll hold on to these because maybe we can do some amazing things with those cards. So we're going to untap bunches of stuff. We did go aerial, so one of those would have been tapped. All right, so we're done. We're going to draw back up to our hand size, which is 7, because we've got like lots of stuff. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, Pulsar Blast, Nick Cage, Med Team. We got all 3 of our big resource things out there, which means like Luke Cage and Warmachine are looking like maybes this next round. Okay, so over to the Klaw. We're going to put 1 threat on the main scheme. Klaw's going to come attack Iron Man. Iron Man is going to take this one. I think first we'll do 2 with the Med Team to the Klaw. So 2 for Nova to do damage to, yes, 2 for Nova to do damage to the Klaw. Oop. But what that does is that takes his tough off of him. Maybe should have thought that one through better. There we go. The Klaw is attacking with 2 cards here, so he's going to get, what do we got for boost there? Holy, that's a 3, 4, 5, plus 2 is 7. He's doing 7 damage. Ow. Well, you know what? We're going to reflect 1. So we're going to take 6 damage. Ouchie. So we're up to 16. And then we're going to pull an encounter card. All right, encounter card is, I'm going to exhaust. All right, so I'm exhausted. And it has Surge, so I'm going to draw another card. Klaw's Vengeance. When revealed hero, Klaw attacks you. If this attack deals damage, place 1 threat on the main scheme. Oh. All right, Klaw's coming for me. What am I going to do here? I think Nova's going to step in front of this one because I've taken a lot of damage. So Klaw's attacking. He's going to get 2 cards. He gets a deal 1 damage to each hero. So I'm going to go up to 5, 10. What are we at? So right now we're at 16. So that's going to be 17. So we'll go up to 17 damage. And then we get 2. So he's going to do 2, 4 to Nova. Nova's out of there. That's not a surprise. Okay. And that would be the end of Klaw's turn. I thought I was doing great, but that hurt a lot. Okay. We're over to the hero turn. So what am I doing on the hero side of the board here? So first thing, let's go ahead and ready up Iron Man. All right, do we want to do a lot of damage to Klaw? Well, how much damage can we do to Klaw? We can throw, let's see, we could go aerial, and we can throw a repulsor blast at him. So let's do that first and see how that works out. So, I've only got one, I've got 2 cards in there, so if I fire off my repulsor blast, I'm going to not get all of the cards that I want. Oh wow, that's kind of an annoying thing. My repulsor blast is going to be potentially pretty wimpy this turn. That's not cool. All right, so instead, let's see if we can do something else. Instead, let's prep up a little bit for next round. Let's do 2, and we'll get a Luke Cage out there with a tough. All right, we're going to do Pepper Potts to get 2 and use our Genius, and we'll pull Warmachine out there. And let's see here. Boy, I got too many cards. Too many things going on. We're going to extend our play area up to here. There we go. Okay, so now you got Warmachine, got Luke Cage. We're still sitting on our repulsor blast over here. What do I want to do with Warmachine? So I can attack with him. We can use our helmet to get rid of 1. It's down to 2. We'll go ahead and we will, do we want to thwart with Iron Man, or do we want to flip to Tony Stark and heal? We're in a situation where Klaw can easily scheme out on his turn, which is the scary thing, right? So I don't know that we want to allow him to scheme. So I think what we will do is we will, dun dun dun, what are we going to do? Let's get rid of some threat. So we'll de-threat the main scheme. We're going to knock it down by 2. All right, Warmachine is going to attack Klaw and hit Klaw for 2. So he's going to be down from 21 to 19. All right. Let's see. Iron Man's gone. We're still sitting on Luke Cage. Warmachine went. We have not used our 2 gauntlets, so let's gauntlet out a little bit. We're going to do 1, 2 to Klaw. So he's down to 17. Not all that impressive, but I think we're going to be done at that point in time. All right, so we're going to untap lots of stuff. And we're going to draw some cards. So we're holding on to this repulsor blast. We're going to draw 7. So there's 1, 2. He's going to get a card. He's going to get an acceleration token. And I have to reshuffle both of these things here. Which unfortunately means an advances are going back in there. And those big 3 boogers are going back in there too. Whoa. Cards all over the place. All right. I'm feeling kind of good about this, but we're kind of on the edge. Like, I could potentially take him out with the right cards, but what's going to happen, this is the way this always works out, is Klaw's going to draw some nasty stuff on his turn that's just going to totally hose me. So, it's the way that it works, right? You kind of get up and then it takes you down. All right. So we're drawing back to my hand size is what we're in the process of doing right here. And I've got a hand size of 7 currently, I think. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus Iron Man 8, plus the energy barrier 9. So, but that's limited at 7. So we're going to get back up to 7. So we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, the preemptive strikes are pretty cool. I'm happy with those. Okay, so we're going to flip over to Klaw's turn. So at this point, Klaw's going to get 2 on the main scheme. Klaw's going to come attack Iron Man. So we're going to get a couple of cards here. And I'm looking at potentially canceling both of them. Do I have Luke Cage block or not is the big question right now. Because if I have Luke Cage block, then I can't use him to attack next turn. And I could potentially do 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We're going to have Luke Cage block because I think I can do the damage without Luke Cage. Okay, so we're going to get 2 cards. And we're going to get a bonus of discard a card at random from my hand and a bonus of none. So actually, he's going to do 2 damage to Luke Cage, and Luke Cage is going to lose his tough card. And I've got nothing that I can remove. I can turn back around. Well, that's kind of lame. All right, and I need to discard a card. Well, I thought I was going to be able to turn some damage around on him, and it's not going to happen. All right, so we're going to lose a card. Boop. Oh, we lost one of our preemptive strikes. Damn it. All right, next up, we have, let's see, that was the Klaw attacking. We need some encounter cards. So encounter card 1, encounter card 2. Okay, so it was good I got an advance out of there. And Luke Cage is blocked. All right, so first encounter card is the Melter is going to come out. All right, not too concerned about him. Second encounter card that's going to come out, Sonic Boom. I'm going to exhaust the characters that I can control. Spend 3 or exhaust each character you can control. I think we'll go ahead and exhaust the characters I control. I'm all right with that. All right, so we're going to start the hero's turn. Next up. All right, so what I need to do is I need to do potentially 17 damage, right? That's what I'm aiming for. So I can do a couple of repulsor blasts. And then, well, I kind of need to get aerial. So if I get aerial, then I can do a Supersonic Punch. So let's try one repulsor blast first and see how that works out. So we're going to repulsor blast on the Klaw. So let's see here. We're going to get 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to the Klaw. So he's down to 10. Down to 10. Whoa! All right, so that makes things a lot easier because what we do at that point in time is we go aerial with that. So now we're flying. We hit him with 2 sets of Zappy Zappy gloves, which takes him down 4. So now he's down to 6. And then we hit him with the Supersonic Punch, which I'm aerial with, and that takes him out. Boom, because that does 8 more damage. So he's got 10, we've got 2, 4, plus 8 is 12. Pow, out goes the Klaw. So yes, there we go. That's some Klaw expert mode action. So I think the next one is heroic. And I'll have to edit this video up a little bit because there was vacuuming in there, and I'm sorry for that. That took a lot longer on my side than it will take on your side, but yeah, that looks like an expert mode Klaw win with the Technova deck. So it's been a lot of good time up front there, building up my armor, and it seemed to work out just right. So let me know if there was some plays that I missed there. I was trying to be really conscious about when I was alter ego and when I was hero side with using my resources, and I think I worked that all out right. So y'all double check me and let me know. And that's it for now. Thanks for watching.